Now, the last time we spoke about the product life cycle, and we said the product life cycle is the complete existence of the product from its creation right up to when the product disappears or doesn't exist anymore in the market. And we mentioned 5 stages of the product life cycle. I talked about the research and development stage, the introduction and the launch stage, the growth stage, the maturity stage, and the decline of that product. And the last part of the last stage of the product life cycle, which we said is decline, we said is a period where the product experiences a fall in demand. It means the product has gone out of taste. People don't like the product again. People don't go for the product. So that particular statement or concept brings us to the topic of today, which is called extension strategies. Now, what are extension strategies? Extension strategies occurs when marketing activities are changed to prevent sales from falling. Now, when the product has gone out of demand, when people don't no more like the product, or maybe the percentage of sales of that product has fallen, managers will derive or managers will create what they call extension strategy to make sure the sales of that product remains the same. The market base or the customer base doesn't drop. Now, there are 5 extension strategies used by firms. The first is encouraging the use of the product on more occasions. For example, now, what do they mean? This system needs constant advertisement, continuous brand awareness of the product to constantly remind customers of the existence or the relevance, the uses, the possible uses of the product. You need to remind customers on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis about the necessity of the customers consuming that product. So this method is used by firms. That is why you see firms always, you see they constantly review their advertisement strategies to make sure that the sales of that product remain at the same level, it doesn't fall. So the second is talking about reducing the price. Of course, we know that consumers are only willing to buy at a lower price than at a higher price, which is the first law of demand and supply. So when the price of the product falls, automatically the demand for that product will increase. And now this depends on what is called the price elasticity of demand. So what is price elasticity of demand? Is the degree to which a change in price can affect a change in quantity demanded. So if there's a fall, if there's a reduce in the price of the product, it will obviously increase the quantity demanded for that product. So sometimes firms may forego their profit percentage, maybe the projected 10% of profit for that product. Firms may decide to cut down their profit margin to maybe 5 or maybe 4 in order for the price of that product to fall or to drop or to be reduced so that it can encourage customers to consume the product more. That's the second strategy. The third is introducing promotional offers. So promotional offers, of course, we know there are times the firm can put the product in the market and say when you buy one you get 2, or maybe when you buy a particular quantity you are entitled for a particular draw or for a particular game that you win a prize, something like that. This can also attract customers to buy the product. Maybe when they buy 1, they'll get 2. When they buy 2, they'll get 4. Or when they buy maybe 1 carton, they will give them a receipt to partake in a particular rifle draw to win maybe a car, maybe a fridge, maybe a house. So such promotions systems are also used by firms to increase or to keep the sales of that product in the same level at which it was before. Then the last stage is by changing the image of the product. Of course, this has to do with what they call repackaging. The firm need to repackage the product, make it look more beautiful, make it look more nice, upgrade the standard, if possible, upgrade the quality. Sometimes when the product is running out of taste, or when the demand is falling, it's caused by 2 things: either a change in the quality of the product or the presence of competition for that product in the market. So when managers or when companies discover that the demand has fallen because of these reasons, they have to go back to the drawing board to repackage the product, rebrand, and make sure that the product becomes something more better than it was before. This also can encourage customers to maintain buying the product. Then the last is called the adaptation, or adapting the product in the market. Now, product adaptability or product adaptation in the market is a situation where the firm makes sure that all the choices of the product are available. The firms make sure that no consumer has any excuse for not consuming that product. For example, I have seen a product in the market, a product like Panadol. Panadol has made it possible that every consumer from day one, from the infant population to the working population to the aging population, they have a particular Panadol they will consume. There's no reason why you will say there's no Panadol for my baby, there's Panadol for baby, there's Panadol for children, there's Panadol for pregnant women, there's Panadol for everybody. So the company makes sure that they get the product adaptable to the market for all class of consumers. This will help to increase the sales of the product, it will increase customer loyalty, it will increase the customer base of the product. So these are the 5 extension strategies used by firms for a product in the market.